read to me the nameplate?
Judge Eboni K. Williams.
So the only thing that matters in this particular courtroom is how I see it. I am from North Carolina by way of Louisiana with some West Coast cool and a New York edge. Do we have a problem, ma'am?
No, I don't, Your Honor.
Equal justice is all about the most important values of our country: freedom, integrity, and those are the things that I'm striving for. Ma'am, you run your household, this man gets to run his. I decided to become an attorney and pursue the law. I wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. This court cannot hold this woman accountable. People from all sectors of life, black, white, purple, gay, straight, queer, and that's what equal justice with Judge Eboni K. Williams is all about.
Kareem Lewis claims a hard-partying priest danced on his antique coffee table at his Mardi Gras party and broke it. Father Michael Flannigan says he must have been drugged and doesn't recall shattering the table.
Mr. Lewis, I see you are suing Father Flannigan here for $2,000. What brings you to court?
That's correct. I'm suing him for $2,000 for the repair of my late grandmother's coffee table that I inherited within her will.
And why would Father Flannigan be responsible for said coffee table, sir?
I threw my annual Mardi Gras party. This was different this year because I held it in my new home, okay. Which is ironically right next to a Catholic, the rectory.
The rectory, okay.
The rectory.
Copy that. Okay, so your home is next to the rectory.
Yes.
And you were throwing a party. What size is the party, sir? How many people?
Size, no more than maybe like 20, maybe 25.
Okay.
No more than that.
Okay. And then what happened?
Well, well, yes, he was invited, and of course he came over to my
You invited
fabulous...
Father Flannigan to your Mardi Gras party?
Yes, I did. And to say that he had a good time would be an understatement. I would say he went full move, move, shake, shake, now drop. Full red freak flag flying.
A freak flag was flying?
Oh, yes, dancing, laughing.
Okay.
Experiencing all the joys of something outside of the Holy Spirit to the point where...
Okay.
During Party For You, he then led a conga line with 4 drag queens.
Oh, okay.
And changed the lyrics to, "What do you know about Jesus?" So at that point, it was around midnight, and Cinderella over here thinks, oh, let me just one-up everyone. The dance floor's not enough. Let me get on top of the table, the antique table, a family heirloom, a blood relation.
Blood relation?
Yes, my late grandmother.
Oh, she's passed. Okay.
She's passed.
So sorry for that. But
Thank
okay.
you.
So she left the beautiful table to you. Father Flannigan decides to hoist on top to display the dance moves.
Oh, no. That's where I thought the season would stop. Instead, he gave us season 2 and 3. Oh. So what we thought, he didn't dance. He didn't ask a single question. Instead, he proceeded to give a sermon that was it was pure, unadulterated, just chaos.
And so then what happened to the coffee table, sir?
Well, as he continued, the coffee table shattered right underneath him.
It was glass, made of glass?
It was wood and glass.
Wood and glass,
yes.
Okay.
Mahogany, specifically.
You have a photo so I can see? Give your evidence photo, please, to Elijah. Thank you, sir. So we can see this.
And I know exactly how much it cost because the appraisal was around 6 months.
Okay, so this is the coffee table. I see what you mean, wood and glass.
Yes.
Not a good outcome for the coffee table, but it looks like a lot of fun was had that night. We see boas and all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
And then we see an appraisal sheet that the plaintiff has submitted to the cost is $2,000. Well, let's get to some of these other pieces of evidence because this is quite telling. We see Father Flannigan here with the Congo line going. We see Father Flannigan took a little nap at some point. I guess he was, the spirit hit him a little hard, so he's getting some rest here.
And I can explain that, Your Honor.
What is this, sir?
Well, after he fell through, I heard the commotion. I was outside. And once I heard the commotion, I ran inside only to see this geriatric domino right next to the wreckage.
Oh, my goodness.
So he's the only one that could have done it. And so like a good host and a decent homosexual, I said, we're taking you home. And so I picked him up gently. And I said, we're going to take you to the Garden of Eden, a.k.a. The rectory.
The rectory, okay.
And so I wanted him to get inside because I know what embarrassment looks like.
Okay.
So I said, let's get you inside. And was like, no, no rescue. And so I was like, okay, where do you want to go? He's like, leave me in the grass, just leave me in the grass. I want to be with nature. I was like, not my pig, not my farm. There you go.
Okay, so he slept there for the night.
I did put a jacket
I see
over him.
you covered him up nicely, sir.
Yeah.
And just for good measure, let's see your fashions for the evening. Can you talk to us about the skirt, sir? It's very nice.
Alice and Olivia, vintage.
Oh, very nice, yes.
Yes.
Just giving us a nice brocade moment, I see. Let's get Father Flannigan in here. Father, this is a lot going on, sir.
Can I just start by saying that the lies that Mr. Lewis is selling, nobody here should be buying.
Oh, these are lies.
These are, nothing is
Well,
accurate.
tell us the truth, Father, because certainly inquiring minds would like to know in light of the photos we just saw.
I'm going to explain everything in detail.
Okay.
And you will understand, but I'd like to first let you know, God judges me, not you.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I must have had 5 or 6 glasses of the fruit punch. It was fantastic.
Was there alcohol in the fruit punch?
No,
Father?
there was not, ma'am.
Is that true, sir?
Not true.
And later,
She was actually kicked out of her bedroom so that his new wife's children could take that bedroom. She was feeling very displaced.
That's not entirely
Yeah,
true.
I was going to say, I certainly hope that's not true, Mr. West.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a case of Kareem Lewis, who blames Father Michael Flannigan for damaging his antique coffee table.
We all love God, sir, but you
Very
are
nice.
in a court of law. And I believe, can you tell me what the panel says right in front of the bench there?
I believe it says Judge Eboni K. Williams.
What was the first word?
Judge.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. Go ahead, Father.
So let me just say, yes, the evening started off with myself being invited to Mr. Lewis's party. So I got to the party. I
Yes.
spoke to many of the guests, had a great time. One of his friends, a large male dressed in drag, offered me some magic juice.
Magic juice?
Magic juice.
Was that what was in the red cup? Can we pull up Father Flannigan, please, at the front of the Congo line again? We'd like to see Father Flannigan with the so-called magic. That's the magic juice?
Yes, but understand, magic is not real. It was punch. It was fruit punch. It was very delicious. And I would have to say, the fruit punch, I would consider godly. I must have had 5 or 6 glasses of the fruit punch. It was fantastic.
Was there alcohol in the fruit punch?
No,
Father?
there was not, ma'am.
Is that true, sir?
Not true.
Not true. Okay, so these were cocktails.
No,
Father.
these were non-alcoholic
It's
fruit
okay.
punch
Priests
drinks.
can drink. Priests can drink. It's okay.
Well, that's not the concern. I'm being
Okay.
honest with what happened.
Oh.
The last drink that I had, somebody had put something in there. I was roofied with some sort of drug, Special K or a Snow or Pink Pony or something was in there.
Okay.
Okay.
This was none of my fault. I was drugged
Oh.
without my approval.
Okay, but you did say you had 5 cups of magic, what you call it, magic juice?
It was magic punch.
It was magic punch.
And it was labeled on the jar, like literally on the jar.
And what was in the magic punch?
It was just a simple like cranberry vodka
Okay.
situation. And
Okay.
last time I checked, Jesus could turn water into wine. So
Yeah,
I'm
which is
pretty
why
sure
priests
that's not
can't
his first
drink. Yeah, he's not prohibited from that, but he's saying he had no knowledge
There
of
was
the
no alcohol as far as I knew.
As far as you knew, but you're saying
But
that
I
you
was
were
drugged, Your Honor.
Drugged.
Yes.
Now, who drugged you? This is very important to the case, sir.
I can't be specific, but the one who kept handing me drinks was fierce.
Fierce Father Flannigan, you are alleging drugged you on this evening.
Yes, and I do believe that I was drugged on the behalf of Mr. Lewis.
Oh, gosh, you're putting a lot together, sir. So is Fierce in the courtroom today? That looks like
they were dressed in drag,
that
so
sounds,
I'm not sure. There's a gentleman in the back that could be.
Oh, my gosh.
But they were dressed in drag that evening, so I'm not sure.
Okay. So it looks like Fierce is not with us today, Father.
Not with us
And that
today.
would be a completely inconvenient circumstance for you, because without the alleged, I don't know, drugger here to witness on your behalf that indeed he did, she did, they didn't, I don't know what to do with that allegation, sir. So do you have any evidence for the court?
My evidence is my word. My word is as good as a bond.
That
My
word is
word is as good as oak.
Priest said word is bond. Okay. So I just have to take you at your word, and that's all you have to offer for proof.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any final remarks, Mr. Lewis?
I didn't drug him. I just brought good atmosphere, a sickening outfit, good friends, and this, I don't know what this is.
Now, back to you, Father Flannigan. Before I make my ruling, you don't dispute that, as you allege in your drugged state, that it was you that got on the heirloom coffee table and caused the damage.
There's no proof that I broke that table. It's his word.
It's my property, and I'm not paying for it.
But there is no proof
No,
that
but
I broke the table.
Mr. Lewis, now he does a bit have a point. Other than you telling me, is there anybody else that can corroborate that this is the individual that broke the table?
No one else at that party would have done what he did, and no one else got as drunk as he did.
And I'm ready to make my ruling. This is the thing. This sounds like, pardon me, Father, a hell of a night. It sounds like a good time was had by most, but something unfortunate did happen by way of this young man's heirloomed coffee table from his passed-on grandmother. And that must be remedied, okay? Neither one of you have great proof. Let me just be honest with you. However, you've both made some arguments. You've both provided, well, you at least, Mr. Lewis, have provided some photographic evidence. And of all the photos that you provided, the one that I find most compelling and most germane to the case is going to be this one. This one right here where Father Flannigan is clearly passed out, knocked out from, I'm going to say, the 5 cups of magic juice, okay? Because you haven't proven with any evidence, Father, that you were drugged, who drugged you, or anything like that. You tell me you can't remember what exactly happened. It leaves the court no other option than to conclude you more likely than not did break this table, thus you would be liable. The court rules in favor of the plaintiff for the full amount of the damages, $2,000. That's my ruling.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $2,000.
It's unjust. God will judge Mr. Lewis when he gets to his final destination.
If it walks like a duck.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
Whose idea was that?
That was my new wife's idea.
Your new wife? And where's your new wife now?
Unfortunately, we separated. She had an extramarital affair, cheated on me, and
This is Equal Justice. Krista Ellis claims she paid her niece's senior year tuition, but the teen moved out and she wants the defendant to reimburse her. Trevor West says he'll repay Miss Ellis, but only if his daughter continues to live with him.
Miss Ellis, you're suing Mr. West, I see, for $10,500. What brings you to court, ma'am?
That is the tuition for my niece's final year of high school, her senior year of high school. I've paid for all of her private high school up until this point. I assumed that I was going to pay for her senior year as well. And so I'm suing for that money to get it back, because she is now living with her father.
And this is the father?
I'm
You're
the father.
Yes,
Okay.
this is my
And what is your relation, ma'am?
Oh, he's my brother-in-law, except my sister died.
Your sister passed away?
Yes, she passed
I'm very
away.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So Miss Tiffany West is your niece?
Yes.
Okay, so you have stepped up to help stand in that mother figure role
Absolutely.
and help make sure Tiffany has everything she needs alongside her father, Mr. West.
Yep.
What I am unclear about, Miss Ellis, is why you, and I guess you alone, were paying the tuition for the school.
Yes, I was. It's actually a bit of a longer story. My sister passed when Tiffany was just 6 years old. At 12, there was a change in his household. He remarried.
Oh,
and
okay,
it
so
wasn't...
Mr. West married again.
Yes. She was there for about a year and
Okay.
then started living in St. George with her aunt.
Okay, why did that move happen?
She was actually kicked out of her bedroom so that his new wife's children could take that bedroom. She was feeling very displaced.
That's not entirely
Yeah,
true.
I was gonna say, I certainly hope that's not true, Mr. West.
No,
What
that's
happened?
definitely not. There were 2 young children in the house. She
What's
had
young? How old?
the 6 and 8, and
Okay.
she had the bigger bedroom.
And she was 12 at this point?
She was about 12, yes.
Okay.
Coming up on Equal Justice.
I want to stay with my Aunt Krista. I'm happy to reestablish a relationship with you, but if you want to make the effort, you can travel the 300 miles and visit me.
This is Equal Justice. Equal Justice is back with a dispute between Krista Ellis and Trevor West over high school tuition.
Miss Tiffany, come on up here, and if you can, join your aunt. Thank you for being in court, young lady. So your preference today is to still live with your aunt?
Yes, I want to stay with my aunt where I've been the last 4 years. She's been my constant source of comfort and stability. At my house with my dad, I had to call my new mom, Karen, my new mom.
You understand, Mr. West, that's tough.
It was complicated, for sure.
Whose idea was that?
That was my new wife's idea.
Your new wife? And where's your new wife now?
Unfortunately, we separated. She had an extramarital affair, cheated on me. And
So, Miss Ellis, you are not here just for compassion. You also want $10,500.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I want to be clear about that.
Yep.
That $10,500, if I get it back, goes right back to her.
So that is for school tuition?
That is for school tuition.
Do you have a receipt?
And yes, and if
Please give your whole folder to my bailiff. Whole folder, ma'am.
Oh, the whole folder, sorry.
Thank you.
And if I have to save it for college, then that is what I will do. It is for her.
I also
understand.
have a college fund that I've set up.
How much is in the college fund?
$48,000.
Ma'am, I do see it looks like you've already paid the $10,500?
Yes.
Because it had to be paid ahead of time?
Yes, exactly.
So really now, you're looking to be reimbursed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I'm happy to reimburse if I have my daughter with me for this last year. I will do that.
Okay, so you're saying you will make her whole fiscally,
Yeah.
but only on the condition that your daughter, against her wishes, she was very clear to the court. You heard your daughter say what she wants to be.
I did, but she still is a kid.
I'm aware of the age of majority, sir. I'm asking you if you heard what your daughter actually wants, and if it matters to you.
I want what's best for Tiffany.
Judge Eboni's verdict when Equal Justice returns. This is Equal Justice.
Well, Tiffany, do you want to reestablish what you want? Where do you want to be?
Yes, I want to stay with my Aunt Krista. I'm happy to reestablish a relationship with you, but if you want to make the effort, you can travel the 300 miles and visit me.
If she really wants to be with her aunt instead of me, and you want to finish your school, if I can just be part of college applications, if I can attend your graduation, if I can just be part of your life. And I'm very much wanting to be in your life.
So I hear you saying that you are willing to let her do what she wants to do.
I am.
Miss Ellis, then, final question for you. If he agrees to that and lets Tiffany stay with you, will you drop this case?
Absolutely.
Okay?
That is what I want.
That's what you want?
Yep.
Okay, I think we have a resolution here, ladies and gentlemen. Due to the agreement that we all just witnessed, I'm going to dismiss the plaintiff's fiscal claim of $10,500 and trust that everybody says that they are going to do what they're going to do. Okay, plaintiff's case is dismissed. That's my ruling. I wish y'all the very best.
All rise.
Judge Eboni has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
Tiffany is the biggest part of my heart and soul, and I am so happy that she's going to get to be with her friends and be supported and finish her school.
As long as you allow me to stay in touch and to be present, I'd really like a relationship with you, and I do miss you, and I do love you very much.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.